She and I have known each other a very, very long time. So thank you for having me here. Good morning. My name is Roderick Johnson. I am with the U.S. Small Business Administration here in headquarters in Washington, D.C. I actually work in the Office of Government Contracting and Business Development in the Economically Disadvantaged Women-Owned Business Program and the Women-Owned Small Business Program, okay? I'm happy to say that that program is actually the fastest growing program, business development program, that the SBA. Now, most of you have heard about the 8A program. Well, actually now the WOSB program is far outseeding the 8A program. You've heard about the Veterans Program, Hub Zone, Veteran Disabled Small Business Program. The WOSB program actually is exceeding all of those programs. It's the largest business development program that the SBA has. Now, I'm gonna give you a small statistic here. So we have 33.5 million businesses across the United States. Women-owned small businesses actually represent 12.5 million in the United States. So if you do the math, I think that's 36%. I think 36% of small businesses in the United States are actually owned by women. And that's huge, okay? Now, part of my job is to do these type of things, get out and talk about women-owned small businesses, get you guys certified so that you can be able to, bid on some of the set-aside contracts that government agencies have for economically disadvantaged women-owned small businesses and regular WOSB, as we say, WOSB-owned small businesses, okay? So I actually have a 30-minute presentation that I have to condense down to 10 minutes, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. So the first thing you're gonna do is actually go into SAM, right? You have to have an active account in SAM, okay, sam.gov. The second thing you have to do is go to certified.sba, and you have to set up an account on the SBA website, because SAM and the SBA website actually talk to each other so that you can claim your business and then go through the process, all right? So, WOSB, and I want you to burn this into your brains, WOSB.certified.sba.gov. Everything happens, okay, on this homepage. The Knowledge tab and the Prepare tab. Those are the two most important tabs that you're going to use when you're applying for the program, okay? So with the Knowledge tab, you're actually going to have videos and step-by-step instructions on how to actually apply for the program, all right? And we just actually posted the videos about a month ago, all right? So now you have interactive videos that you can actually use that'll show you how to actually apply. Then there is the tab, the Prepare tab. The Prepare tab gives you a list of all the documents that you need, okay, to actually apply for the program. And I really encourage you to use that Prepare tab, because otherwise it's going to take you a while to get through uploading all the documents that you need. So if you have them at your fingertips when you begin the process, the process goes a lot smoother, okay? So let's go to the next tab. Now, I should talk about the 4 steps, all right? Yeah, yep, there you go. So here's the application process, right? The submission, I've already talked about having the sam.gov and you register WOSB, all right? Then you have the screening, processing, and then the director's decision. So all they're doing here in the screening stage is making sure that all your documents are uploaded, like your articles, your bylaws, your certificate of good standing, your resume. If you're going to claim that you're economically disadvantaged, that you have your business and or personal tax returns uploaded in the system. Now, let me say this. As a WOSB, you do not, and I underline, you do not have to upload any financial statements at all, okay? Not at all. For EdWOSB, to show that you're economically disadvantaged, then we need to see well, in this case, 22 and 21 personal tax returns. If you've been in business for 2 or 3 years, then we're going to need to see either the 1120, 1120S, or 1065 or your Schedule C from the 1040 if you're going to claim economic disadvantage, okay? Now, here's a little tidbit. To me, if you've been in business a year or more, then apply for the Ed Wosby, because if you get certified as an Ed Wosby, you are automatically certified as a Wosby, okay? What we're seeing is that a lot of women are applying for Wosby, and then they come back and ask, they send me an email, they come back and ask, well, can I apply for Ed Wosby? Yes, you can, but now you're gonna have to sit through another 121 days to be processed, when really all you have to do is apply for Ed Wosby and get both certifications, okay? So, but that's something that's actually covered in the knowledge tab, but I thought I would share it with you out here. All right, then we review for eligibility. Women have to own 51% of the business, okay? And you have to hold the highest office. So a lot of times I see applications come in and women are putting that they're the vice president or they're the chief operating officer. That's not the highest office. You're the CEO or you're the president and CEO, okay? You're not the vice president. You're not the COO. Highest office. You have to have the highest office and you have to have that 51% ownership, okay? There has to be 51% ownership female owned, all right? Now, I'm gonna say something else. Now, let's make sure that whatever industry that you are in, that you're the one that has the credentials. A lot of times what we see are husband and wife teams, the wife owns 51%, the husband owns 49%, but the husband is the one with all the certifications, okay? That's a non-starter, all right? The other thing is, a lot of times the husband will call in, and he's the one asking all the questions. That's a non-starter, all right? In fact, a week ago, a husband had called in, he was having some issues uploading some documents, and I hear the wife in the background saying, this was your big idea, I don't want to have anything to do with the business, but yet when you look at the paperwork, it shows that she's 51% owner. Well, obviously not, okay? So let's just make sure that you're holding the highest office, you're the one with the credentials to run the business, okay? Can we get the next slide? And then typically this whole process takes normally it would take 90 to 121 days. All right, so let me state this. On September 30, 2023, we're looking to have 10,000 women-owned small businesses certified through the SBA, okay? As of Monday, we have 9,100 that are certified, so we're gonna hit the goal. Now, we do have a backlog, and that backlog is like 2,000 applications. We have 7 people that are doing the certifications, and that's including me. But I spend most of my time out doing stuff like this, okay? So we'll just say there's 6.5 people actually looking at getting all these applications processed. But please help yourself by having all the documents uploaded. I can tell you that the process really wouldn't take 90 days if you have all the proper documentation uploaded, and I can go in and just check off the box to say that you have everything that you need. Let's go to the next slide, please. All right. I mean, that's really key to get through the process. Now, is Wosby for you? I've already mentioned the 51% ownership. You have to manage the daily operations of the business, okay? So it can't be your husband or your significant other. You, the female, have to actually manage the daily operations of the business. Now, for Wosby, as I mentioned, you don't have to have any minimum time in business, all right? So after you leave here and you want to go start a business and you do all the appropriate paperwork, you can go ahead and submit an application tomorrow, all right, for the Wosby program, all right? Now, NAICS codes. There are 700 NAICS codes, okay, under the Wosby and Ed Wosby program, and that's a lot. And that's up from like 200 at one time, was only 200, now it's up to 700 NAICS codes. All right, so you just need to make sure that you have the proper NAICS code, okay, to be a part of the business. You heard me talk about you have to have the highest position in the company. All right, so you can't be the COO, vice president, or anything like that. You're the president and CEO, and probably chairman of your board if you have a board. And then you have to have the managerial experience, okay? Now, give me the next slide, please. So that's your, so this is going to be your qualifications. Now, for economically disadvantaged, okay? And I would say that most of the women in the room